A fight between roommates leads to a deadly stabbing. The new information about the suspect this noon. Plus a football frenzy in Pittsburgh this weekend. How Pitt is getting ready for a major moment in the national spotlight. And for your money, T-minus 13 days till turkey time. What you can expect to pay for your family's Thanksgiving dinner.
It's officially the holiday season. I'm here at Kennywood breaking down all the holly jolly fun that starts today.
Pittsburgh's Action News 4 at noon starts now.
And we want to kick things off with Sky 4, Pittsburgh's only news chopper over ESPN's College Game Day set. Tomorrow's big matchup between Pitt and Notre Dame on the North Shore is just one of a handful of big events happening in the Steel City this weekend. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. I'm Elena LaQuatra. We have Brian Hutton Jr. with the certified most accurate forecast. As we were just saying, big weekend here in Pittsburgh. Weather not cooperating for us 100% though.
Not 100%, but a lot of things will be dry this weekend. We're fine by the time we get to Sunday. It's really tomorrow afternoon and evening where we will be seeing rain showers and gusty winds. Because of that, tomorrow is an impact day. So if you are making plans, again, morning and early afternoon, you should be okay. Right now, it looks like our first chance of seeing rain showers gets here at about 3 or 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. So as the Pitt game comes to an end, some isolated showers. Better coverage, though, works in as we get past sunset. And then those showers will exit as we head into the nighttime hours. That leaves us with a chilly but breezy Sunday. In fact, temperatures will likely fall through a good portion of the day. Wind gusts will stay up around 30 miles per hour though through the day, which means the passing and kicking game will be involved with the wind on Sunday. And then we'll start chilly before shower chances return late next week. It's 40 right now in Franklin, 38 in Clarion and Catania. That's where some clouds and even a light sprinkle or flurry passed by a little earlier. Compare that to 49 in Uniontown, 50 in Morgantown, 46 at Pittsburgh International. We'll make it to 54 degrees today, 60 tomorrow before those showers get here. It is an impact day, and then colder as we start next week. We'll time out everything happening this weekend with Futurecast so you can plan ahead. That's with Futurecast in just a few minutes.
Brian, thank you. Let's start the headlines this noon in Pittsburgh's Bedford Dwellings neighborhood, which was the scene of a deadly stabbing. Police saying that victim was stabbed multiple times. This happened yesterday on the 2700 block of Webster Avenue during a fight between two roommates. The victim died on scene and the suspect, 50-year-old Robert Tillman, is charged with criminal homicide. We turn to Donegal Township in Westmoreland County, where Sky 4, Pittsburgh's only news chopper, was over the scene of an early morning fire. This is the 700 block of Old Franklin Road. That fire has been burning since a little after 6:30 this morning. We did see multiple firefighters on scene. No word just yet of any injuries. And a family escapes a different fire as it spread from a garage to a home in Vandergrift, Westmoreland County. The fire broke out early this morning on Lowell Street. The garage is destroyed. There is minor damage to the home. Good news here is that nobody was hurt. And a late night fire in Pittsburgh's Hill District. Firefighters raced to put out a house fire on Wooster Street between Webster and Wiley Avenues around midnight. Allegheny County 911 dispatchers tell us nobody was injured, but we are still working to learn the cause of that fire. He once made arrests, now he is under arrest. Former Arnold Police Chief Eric Doubt, who also served on the New Kensington Arnold School Board, now faces felony drug charges. The State Attorney General's office arrested the 56-year-old on felony drug charges yesterday in Armstrong County. We're working to obtain charging documents. According to our news partners at the Trib, though, Doubt retired from the police force last year. This noon, Senator John Fetterman is recovering in the hospital after falling outside of his home here in Allegheny County. His aides say he fell after having an issue with his heart. They say he was walking Thursday morning near his home in Braddock when he suffered something called a ventricular fibrillation flare-up, also known as VFib, making him feel lightheaded. The senator says he's doing well now and he's receiving routine observation at a local hospital.
The heart has a top and a bottom half, and the bottom chambers, which do all the pumping, that's when you feel your pulse. It's the bottom ventricles that are doing the pumping. Ventricular fibrillation means those bottom chambers are in a very chaotic seizure-like electrical pattern. It's a life-threatening rhythm when it happens.
In a statement, Fetterman's office says he has opted to stay so doctors can fine-tune his medication regimen. Senator Fetterman is grateful for the EMTs, doctors, and nurses who are providing his care right now. Following fellow U.S. Senator Republican Dave McCormick released a statement on his colleague's condition, saying in part, "I reached out to Senator Fetterman and Dina has spoken to Giselle. John is a tough Pittsburgher and is already on the mend." Governor Josh Shapiro also sharing some well wishes online, writing, "I know all Pennsylvanians join me in sending well wishes to the Fettermans during this time." Right now on WTAE.com, you can read more about VFib and why quick treatment is very important. You can also scan the QR code on your screen to get updates on the senator's condition as we begin to hear more. 12:04 is the time on this Friday, and while the government shutdown has officially come to an end, services are only starting to get fully back up and running. Millions of people were impacted by this shutdown, from workers who went without pay to air travelers to families who missed crucial food assistance. ABC's Christiane Cordero has the latest on reopening the government from Washington.
After more than a month of gridlock, today, government services millions of people rely on are trying to catch up. Some 670,000 furloughed federal workers are expected to start getting back pay as jobs lost during the shutdown get reinstated. And today, airports nationwide are dealing with the government shutdown whiplash.
It's a little frustrating because now we're stuck here for an extra 2 hours.
The FAA is maintaining a 6% reduction in flights across 40 airports as staffing levels and operations get back to normal. Aviation experts believe that will happen within a week before the Thanksgiving rush. Food pantries are also in high demand as the government shutdown interrupted November SNAP benefits. About 42 million Americans rely on the federal food assistance program. The shutdown caused 2/3 of states to issue only partial to no SNAP benefits this month.
When I first heard that it could happen, I'm like, there's no way they're going to let that happen. They might play games with other things. They're not going to play games with people's food going into the cold, going into the holiday season coming up, but they did.
The USDA previously told ABC News SNAP benefits would be available within 24 hours of the government reopening. Its new guidance says it's on states to make sure households get their full November benefits promptly. Christiane Cordero, ABC News, Washington.
The stage is set tomorrow morning on the North Shore to be filled with fans of both Pitt and Notre Dame. Excitement has been building all week for this one, gaining more and more national attention. Pat McAfee and ESPN's College Game Day will be in town, and our cameras got a close look at the set all ready for tomorrow just outside of Acrisure Stadium. And new this morning, Game Day has announced Pitt legend Aaron Donald will be the guest picker, joining the cast to give his picks for some of the more important matchups tomorrow. A big day for the Penn Hills native, as he will also have his jersey retired at halftime. ESPN also announced several other big-time guests who will join the show throughout the morning. Pitt head coach Pat Narduzzi, former Panther, Heisman winner, NFL and College Football Hall of Famer Tony Dorsett, NFL Hall of Famer, Steelers legend and Notre Dame alum Jerome Bettis, and current Irish running back Jeremiah Love. The College Game Day bus has made a stop on Pitt's campus in Oakland yesterday. Take a look at this. Hundreds of students stopped by to make a sign to hold up on Saturday during the show. Students we spoke with tell us they're ready, they're excited to bring all the joy and the noise come kickoff time on Saturday. And for a look back at some memorable past performances by Pitt, I do want to bring in Pittsburgh's Action News 4 anchor Ryan Recker, breaking it down for us.
Well, Pitt is a 12-point underdog tomorrow, but under Pat Narduzzi, they have delivered some stunners with wins over highly ranked teams like Clemson and Miami. And a win over Notre Dame would certainly grab the attention of all of college football. And as this series is renewed, we are reminded of some Pitt legends and performances from the past. Pitt and Notre Dame, a series that dates back to 1909. And amid this latest installment comes a celebration, with Aaron Donald's number 97 becoming the 11th jersey retired in Pitt history. It also comes 50 years to the day when another Pitt legend, Tony Dorsett, ran all over the Fighting Irish to the tune of 303 yards rushing in front of a packed house at Pitt Stadium.
35-30, Dorsett, and Dorsett's gone in for a touchdown.
The matchup brings with it other images from the past, from the Pitt Stadium finale to scenes in South Bend, like the 4 overtime thriller and Tyler Palko's 5 touchdowns.
I don't really care about stats right now. All I care about is we got the win.
Palko will be among the former Panthers there to witness a chance for these Panthers to stun the Irish and make a statement and leave their own memories and mark on this series.
We want to thank our Ryan Recker for that story. And remember, WTAE Channel 4 is your home for Pitt and Notre Dame. Our day begins with Pitt game day at 11, which is a full hour of live pregame coverage from Acrisure Stadium. That leads right into the game and kickoff at noon. For your weekend now, a Pittsburgh holiday tradition returns tonight. Sky 4 over Kennywood's Hollywood Lights early this morning. And Pittsburgh's Action News 4 reporter Ava Rash joins us now with what's new this holiday season at the region's most popular amusement park.
It's the most wonderful time of the year here at Kennywood. Its annual Holiday Lights is back, and it's bigger, brighter, and more dazzling than ever before.
The whole park is just transformed into a winter wonderland.
From the state's tallest Christmas tree standing 100 feet and dazzling light shows.
We have our fan favorite light show from last year that we introduced called Holiday Reflections around the lagoon. We'll have thousands of synchronized lights, kind of dazzling to synchronized music.
To the all-new Gingerbread Junction area.
It's our new themed area that includes the all-new Gingerbread Express, which is a train ride on the old Gimbals Flyer, where guests will be able to kind of travel through a life-size gingerbread village.
Kennywood is getting you ready for a holly jolly holiday. Meet Santa and give him your Christmas list, chill out with Rudolph, Bumble, and their friends in Christmastown, or indulge in some sweet treats to get you in the spirit.
We have potato patch fries this time of year, but we also kind of take it up a notch with some festive flavors, including some seasonal funnel cakes. Of course, we have our fudge with different seasonal flavors, our homemade candies, hot drinks, hot chocolate, hot cider that you'll find around the park.
The amusement park has something for everyone. Even the Grinch's heart would grow 3 sizes after experiencing all the holiday cheer. Holiday Lights runs until January 4th, so tons of time to check everything out. Plus, we have a link over on our website, WTAE.com, where you can get tickets. For now, covering Allegheny County at Kennywood, Ava Rash, Pittsburgh's Action News 4.
Looks like a lot of fun for sure. The time now is 12:10, and coming up, an all new at noon. And for your money coverage, we're less than 2 weeks to Turkey Day. What you can expect to pay as you start prepping Thanksgiving dinner.